Hello everyone, it's Lena here, and in this video I'd like to present to you ARTURIA's compact audio interface, the minifuse 4. Throughout this tutorial, I'll explain what the minifuse 4 is, how it works, and why you should make it your go-to audio interface. Let's get into it. minifuse 4 is a compact, easy-to-use 4-input audio interface that builds on the design of minifuse 1 and 2, sharing the same great performance features with high-quality design while adding more connectivity with 4 analog inputs and 4 analog outputs in total, plus MIDI and USB hub connectors for a simple yet powerful interface. It also comes with a versatile music software bundle and a dedicated software companion, minifuse Control Center. Let's explore its features step by step to see how it works. minifuse 4 front panel features 2 combo mic and instrument inputs, 48V phantom power, monitoring, and headphone controls. Let's start with its 2 combo inputs, which let you record up to 2 instrument or microphone sources at once. These inputs are identical, designed for both XLR cables for microphones and jack cables for line-level instruments like guitars and synthesizers. It's worth noting that line-level instruments often produce a stronger audio signal, so make sure you're adjusting your levels when using these. That leads us to the input gain level knobs, which are the same for both channels. These let you set the appropriate audio input levels of your incoming signal. Getting the right gain level with these controls is important, as it allows you to achieve crisp and clean recordings. To help you get the right gain settings, the gain level knobs have LEDs which indicate the signal level. If the LED starts blinking in red, this means that your level is too high. To make sure you're recording a clean, good signal, simply set the gain knob so the LED always blinks in blue. This will ensure your incoming audio is clear. As a principle, the peaks of your incoming signal should be between -36 and -6 decibels, and you can always adjust this precisely in your recording software or minifuse Control Center. More on this later. Below the gain level knobs for inputs 1 and 2, you'll find the instrument selection switch. Whenever you're recording a line-level instrument like guitar or bass, turn it on to set the correct level. It turns blue when switched on, like this. Next, you'll see the 48V phantom power button for powering certain types of microphones. Some microphones need extra power to function, which we call active microphones. Active microphones usually have 48V written on them, in which case you'll need to activate minifuse's 48V button. Mics that don't need power are called passive microphones. These can be used with minifuse without activating minifuse's 48V button. Make sure you check what your microphone needs before connecting it. No matter what mic you're using, minifuse can record with either active or passive microphones, so you'll never have any problems. Next up, you'll notice 2 LED displays which indicate the volume of the output signal from main outputs 1 and 2, and also from outputs 3 and 4. Here, the blue color represents low output, while orange into red represents a higher output. The next section covers monitoring, which means the sound that you'll be hearing when you're using minifuse. Here, you'll find the main volume and headphones controls. The volume control knob is straightforward. It defines the overall volume of the output signal of your session. In most cases, your speaker's volume is controlled by this knob. What sets minifuse 4 apart from its little brothers is that it has not 1, but 2 1/4-inch headphones outputs, which is great for collaborating or recording with bandmates. What you hear from the headphone output is always the same as what you hear in the speaker outputs. You might prefer to use headphones for more precise mixing and adjustments, or when you're recording with a microphone to avoid speaker feedback. What is unique in the minifuse 4 headphones section is that you can easily create 2 separate mixes in the minifuse Control Center, and then send these separately to output 1 and 2. It's worth mentioning here that direct monitoring functionality is accessed via minifuse Control Center, which you can open while pressing the ARTURIA button, which is next to the headphones volume knobs. Right, that's the front panel covered. Let's take a look at the back. First and foremost, it provides 2 more analog line inputs which you can use to connect more instruments. These can be analog drum machines, guitars, your favorite polyphonic or monophonic synthesizer, or anything in between. Then we see the output section, which is composed of the main outputs. These are channels 1 and 2, and also an additional pair of outputs which are channels 3 and 4. You can use these to connect an additional pair of speakers or send your mix to another device, such as an additional hardware mixer or even another computer and DAW. Next to the output section, we find a 5-pin MIDI connectivity. MIDI, short for Musical Instrument Digital Interface, allows information like pitch, velocity, sequence start-stop, and much more to be communicated between compatible devices. This means that you can use minifuse 4 both as an audio interface and as a MIDI interface by connecting it to synths like Microfreak, drum machines like Drum Brute Impact, and much more. For more information on how to use MIDI with minifuses, make sure to watch our How-To series dedicated to multiple use cases and topics around minifuses. You'll also find 2 extra USB-A sockets for connecting an extra MIDI controller or USB device requiring up to 250 milliamps of power. To get your minifuse up and running, simply connect it with the added power supply and use the USB-C connector to plug it to your computer. Finally, minifuse offers an end-to-end creative experience thanks to the inclusion of industry-standard audio software. For recording and mixing your ideas, you'll get a copy of Ableton Live Lite, an introduction to one of the most intuitive, popular platforms for producers and creators. You'll also get an exclusively curated range of plugins and software titles from ARTURIA and other leading names, including Analog Lab Intro, Delay Tape 201, Native Instruments Guitar Rig, Autotune Unlimited, Splice, and much more. With Minifuse Control Center, you can adjust your input and output levels, settings, and firmware updates, all from your computer. And that's it! With Minifuse's easy-to-use architecture combined with great sound and simple connectivity, it's the perfect companion whether you are starting out or evolving your skills as a musician and audio creator. Use it at home, take it on the road with you, use it on stage. Wherever and whenever inspiration strikes, Minifuse will get the job done. Make sure to give ARTURIA a thumbs up and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thanks for watching and see you soon.